Cosimo the first liked books. He didn't really like to read books, at least not cover to cover, but he liked having them around, both as instruments of knowledge, but also as objects. He liked inspecting the binding, feeling the consistency of the paper, and the weight of the volume. He appreciated the technology that was put into the production of printed texts. He liked to be described as someone engaging with books. He was certainly no humanist, but he was most definitely a bibliophile. When Cosimo died in 1574, he was surrounded by a most remarkable collection of books that he had spent nearly 40 years gathering. Crucially, his childhood environment offered little promise of such intellectual or even bibliophilic devotion. Few realized that Cosimo's love of the printed text was entirely an acquired passion later in life, one that he deliberately cultivated over time, and most importantly, one that was not triggered by humanist education. In his 1585 article on Cosimo's early years, the historian and archivist from Prato, Cesare Guasti, lamented that 19th century historians of the Medici had painted a sort of a halcyon-like picture of Cosimo's childhood and adolescence, ignoring altogether the complicated vicissitudes which severely influenced his upbringing. According to these historians, the 19th century historians, the future Duke of Florence and Grand Duke of Tuscany enjoyed most of his childhood in the environment of Villa Medici at Trebbio, where he was in the custody of his virtuous mother, Maria Salviati, under the tutelage of a loyal preceptor, tutor Pier Francesco Riccion, and in an awe of the military triumphs of his heroic father, Giovanni dalle Bande Nere.